doesn't matter what you want. I will succeed, whether you like it or not. I am unstoppable. When will you learn that? When will you learn that?
Again, Mr. Williams, I invite you to conversate with me directly. I don't do all this internet stuff. The problem is you're going after my family, you post my children, and then you mention my name. So you and I, we need to have a conversation. And yes, this is a forever problem.
It's me, Darius Crooks, also known as your local scammer.
You are, you gay, growing up in Chicago, you just end up being with a tribe of people. I don't know, it's really hard to explain. It might be different now, but when I was growing up, there were crews. We had people we hung with, right? Anyway, and I hung with people like, you remember Calvin, Lavelle, those are people that I used to hang with back in the day, and you see what happened now, especially with randomness of Vail. We ain't heard hide nor have him, have we? We ain't heard hide nor have him, have we? Come to think of it, let me not bring his name up, because let me tell you something. He probably, he ready to. Where's the expose? Where is the expose?
Show out, run your mouth, pop off at the mouth. I do something called an attack. When you do the attack, you got to make sure you're real rooted and grounded. Look that way. Make sure you're real rooted and grounded so they don't know what's about to go on. You just attack them. You just attack them. What did I say? I said you better do what I said to do. Did they think you're crazy? If they think you're crazy, they'll just walk away slowly like that.
Yeah, I stole from the church. Then, okay, the first time I definitely remember stealing was I stole from this lady's purse, a teacher at school. I was on, did I give it back? I probably should go up there right now and give a donation. That's probably what I need to do. It was this teacher at school, and I used to go to, what school was this? It was Douglas. I guess I was in House B at Douglas. I was in House A. I forgot. But this would have been like 1990. Okay, let me see. Hold on. If I graduated 8th grade in 95, it would have been like 1993 or something. Girl, so long ago. I can't remember shit. 30 years ago. Okay, that's how long ago this shit was. 30 years. So, I thought nobody even seen me steal that money out of her purse. I took $20 out of her, and I would take the money. I used to go to I remember with that 20, I went to the corner store and I got me some oatmeal cream pies. I got some vanilla ice cream. I got some of them toasted coconut donuts. I got me some tangy cheese chips. I was fat. I was still to eat. I was fat. We was poor, right? So I remember I stole from the lady purse, and I had got caught. And
I said, damn, how they catch me? Ain't nobody even seen me go in her purse. But they found me, child. I had to go to the principal's office every day. And call my mama. I got my ass toe clean up. So that was the first time. The second time I remember stealing was at the church. The third time, this when I said I better stop this. I think I came to my senses after this, after the third time. After the third time, I said, this is, the third time I got caught. I said, no, I can't do this. It was like more like organized crime. I could have got a RICO charge. Let me tell you what had happened. I had this job, right? I told y'all this before. I had this job. I used to work at Frank's Nursery and Craft in North Riverside. Third? I know. Girl, I was a kid. You kids do dumb shit because they kids. I used to work at Frank's Nursery and Craft. It was in North Riverside, right? It was like, when you go into North Riverside, you gotta go past the Best Buy, and then on the right-hand side, before you go to the mall, there's the, it was Frank's Nursery and Craft, right? And I used to, I was on the cash register. Let me tell you what I used to do. So let's say you come and you come to the register and you do your stuff, right? You be like, okay, I'm gonna cash out. Back then, the credit card, everything was separate. It wasn't the same. So what I used to do is if your bill was like $37.41, right? I would charge your credit card $41 and whatever the cent is, and then take the $10 out the grocery store. Out the cash register. Out the grocery store, Lord Jesus. Out the cash register, right? So I would probably make about between like $80 and $100 doing that a day. Girl, today, I guess somebody down to the accounting department started doing a reconciliation. I thought you just started scamming. You a whole professional. I know, child. Somebody down to the accounting department started saying, "Wait a minute now, store number 672 look a little funny on the on the P&L." A day, child. I didn't do it like every day. It would be like, I'd probably do it like, if I ain't work, I was a kid. I wasn't working every day. I was only working like specific days. So I would only do it like, let's say if I work 3 days a week, I would do it like 2 days a week. I wouldn't do it the whole time. Yeah. But yeah, I did that. It's one of my fine. I'm not proud of it. Never say I was proud of it. Oh God, we thank God for deliverance. Oh girl, please. I ain't the only person.
This, you know what? This is the thing. It don't come up no more. This is as far as it come up. I guess I didn't get the one with the extra long handle on it. It's fine. This one, I like the spin mop. You ain't got to touch it. I twisted the pole. This is as far as it go up. It only go to 48. What's 48? 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 4 feet. This 4 feet tall. This about 4 feet. This about 2 feet. This 2 more feet. That's tall as it go to 48. That's it. It's not meant for me. It's meant for Maria. I love this mop. Girl, it don't the fuck go up. Extendable telescope. 22 to 36 inches or 36 to 48. Bitch, you got 2 choices. 22 to 36 or 36 to 48. That's it. It don't go no fucking higher than that. Okay? Now, do you want the flow clean or not? What the fuck do the size of the mop got to do? Girl, twist. I have twisted. Girl, down, up, down, up, down, up. I'll talk to y'all later.
5, 6, 7, 8. Why you gotta lie so much? You must wake up and just make up stuff. Cause I just do not understand why. Every time you talk, you tell a quick lie. You and your lies gotta go. Because I'm tired of talking to Pinocchio. Then you had a nerve to look folks in the eyes. Knowing that you telling them lies. You been telling them lies. I asked you about this. Did you lie about it? I asked you about that. Did you lie about it? Get them lies together, they all over the place. I bet if Jesus came back, you a lie to his face. Damn, P-O-G-Yo. I guess you wanna see how far your nose can grow. I said, P-No-G-Yo. your nose can grow. Now, woo! Let's go. Start telling all them lies. Number one, let's go. Because I don't believe nothing you say at this point. Because all you do is lie, lie, lie. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, 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 lie. Mama! 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 Mama!
What's up, good people? Let me know that you can hear me in the chat by typing either balance or roll to 50K, balance or roll to 50K. I was able to find the correct intro. I have 3 versions of it. I need to do some digital housekeeping because I kept during our intros the other days wondering, like, did the other new clips play? And then I realized last night I was like, oh yeah, it definitely didn't play. I watched the replay. But yes, thank you to everyone who's letting me know that you can hear me. Welcome to those of you who are viewing on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Please like this video. Thank you to everyone on the YouTube and Facebook side who are letting me know that you can hear me by typing balance or 50K, and that's Nicole, Delilah, Alice, Miss AMG, Sheila, Don. My eyes are really playing tricks on me. I can't even pronounce this. The SNIG, Don, Kendu, Kenda. Y'all need these names today. Chocolate, Melly, Kiki. She's the okay. I'm done. And everybody else in the chat who's letting me know that you can hear me. Also, thank you to the out of the 130 of you, 38 of you who voted over here on the YouTube side. Thank you to the 85% of you who have hit that like button. And for the 15% of you who hit no that you had not, hit that like or share. No, I'm reading the wrong poll. Reading the wrong poll. I threw up another poll just because I'm trying to move the show along. We got some stuff to talk about tonight. Then it ain't coming up on my phone. But thank you to those of you who have hit that share and like button. 91% of you out of 96% of you who voted, and only 9% of you hit that. You said no, but you hit no, but you didn't hit the like. You could have hit like, then hit the yes. So if you haven't as of yet, please hit that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. It is free for you and to you, but it is valuable to me and the growth of this channel, of this platform in general, on all these platforms, and our road towards 50K on YouTube. So it's greatly appreciated in advance. So tonight, one of the reasons I say balance is because today it's become very clear to me that I need to find balance. We are doing Darius Crooks content 5 nights a week. And Darius Crooks is so full of stunts, tricks, antics, shenanigans, scammery, all of that, that it is a lot to cover. And it takes me 8 to 10 hours to put one of these shows together, compiling all the stuff, researching, pulling clips, pulling images, doing all the stuff that has to be done behind the scenes. And it is wearing a brother out. And also it's taken away from me being able to work on some of the other projects that we have in the works. We got some stuff. We got an exclusive interview that I got to get edited. Today I had no time for it. I was thinking about getting it out today. It's going to come out it'll be out by next week. I'll just say that. I ain't going to even put no pressure on myself. So what I'm going to be doing, I think starting next week, because we're not letting go of this series at all. I think we're going to go for Tuesdays and Thursdays with this series. And then we'll do smaller, easier topics, like easier loads on the other days, and we'll just keep this time slot for the time being. So, well, it'll be earlier, I should say, the earlier time slot. On Wednesdays, we go later because we have the Tim Norman transcript reading and reenactments that's happening on our Reality Chronicles channel. That's another thing. I got another channel that requires content, all that good stuff. So the plans with Darius Crooks, Surviving Darius Crooks series, it will continue on a weekly basis, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then what we'll do is when she get into her next bit of drama, then we'll ramp it back up and, we'll continue on. So I think we put in a lot of work, and there's plenty to cover. There's not a lack of things to cover. You'll see tonight, I just threw together a little bit for us to talk about, little reaction stuff. I didn't do a heavy lift today. So it's plenty to do, but we're gonna balance it out for the sake of my energy and everything else, because I'm like exhausted from her. Poll question. Oh, did I accidentally close it? I did. What was I thinking? Oh, I thought it was this one. Anyway, it looks like, what was that? It looked like the majority of you had watched our live stream from last night. There was a problem though. Not with y'all, because we had an amazing time. Did we have, I'm gonna put this poll out here, because when I was watching the replay, I said, oh my God, who was that person hosting that show? Did we have a good time last night? If you were here last night for that live, did we have a good time? And I was tired and we had a good time. So what I do, after we do our shows, at some point, usually within a 24-hour period, I will watch it back so I can watch the replay. So I can watch the comments. And usually after the show, I might put it on while I'm, feeding stuff in my face or something. And I'll be reading the chat, because that's how I catch up to y'all, what y'all been saying, because I can't see all the comments. There's thousands of comments over here on the YouTube side. And so I was doing a little bit of that last night, and I went to bed early. I was so proud of myself. I went to bed way before 2:30 in the morning. I think I went to bed about 11, maybe 11:30, something like that. That's early for me. So anyway, wake up this morning and look at my app like I always do, my YouTube Studio app, and I see this. YouTube had not only taken, not they minimized and reduced the monetization, they yanked it all and said, this video is ineligible and cannot be monetized. And I'm like, what? That epic show? What the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about, witness? So then I investigate, and what occurred yesterday was I had got off camera for a second, and I was multitasking. Again, I got so much going on. Y'all don't know all the stuff I'm juggling over here. And when I got off the camera, I didn't pay attention to the fact that y'all know when I played the video of Tommy in the car with his friends, and they was listening to Tupac, and at a point, he had it really loud. Well, YouTube struck me for I got a copyright on that. And they yanked the whole video down. So when I woke up this morning, the video wasn't even there. Y'all couldn't even see it no more. And I was like, what the hell? So I fixed it. I had to mute that section out. But here's the problem. And my heart was hurt. I already knew if I cut it out, because you can edit, and YouTube will let you edit your video after you upload it. If you cut it out and it was a live stream, it removes the live chat. That means when you're watching it on a replay, you don't see the live chat no more. It ain't there. So I was like, well, maybe if I mute it, it'll still leave the chat. Because I watch the chat too. And I know some of y'all do. A lot of y'all who watch it on the replay, y'all not able to be here, staying up late in the wee hours in the morning like my crazy ass. Y'all watch the replay. Y'all read the chat rather. And I do too. Hit mute. And I was like, hopefully, Lord, please. God was like, not today, son. I know I got a lot of favor on you, but this a little. So long story short, if you watch the video now, it has no live chat attached to it. And that part of the video got muted out, the music. So at least it's back uploaded and it's fully monetized again. The problem is we lost the live chat. So I'm going to pay more attention when I'm multitasking. And that's why I tell y'all, I can't be playing around with this music playing on these videos. I'll be playing y'all and stuff. They don't play. So unfortunately, and I saw some people, it was one person I saw commented under that video, where the live chat? This is what I like to read when I'm watching. I was like, me too, my heart broke. So I wanted to explain that, because I'm sure I will be getting more comments, because more people watch the replay over the weeks after and days after than those who are actually with us in these live moments. So just so you know, so when I'm saying, oh, I got to mute this, y'all, or I got to interrupt this because it's got music playing, this and that, y'all see, now y'all know what I'm talking about. And for me, it's a note to pay more attention to what the hell I'm doing. So I wanted to share that with y'all. So tonight, what we're going to do, again, it's more of a looser show tonight. We're talking about Darius Crooks. We know that he is in Bali on his lication, meaning lies and cationing. not vacationing, but lycationing. And so we're gonna watch a couple shorter. I don't think there's a lot to it. But he went live this morning. He said a couple things. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I got a couple of timestamps I'm gonna play from that. Then he went live this evening. I think he's live now, like one of his cooking infomercial lives. We saw that where he mentions his promo code 59 times in one live stream. So I think he's doing that right now. But before that I think he's having issues with Instagram or something. He got on there and it looked like he had a rant, but I was so busy I couldn't focus in on it. But he was going off on somebody. So I got parts of those. We're gonna see what that's about. We'll be finding out together. It's something though. I can tell it was something. Then we're gonna give an update as it pertains to Darius Crooks and Sunny Anderson. You know that I hate to even call it a beef because it's not really a beef because he wronged her and has tried to slander her name for well over a decade. So we got an update on that story. Oh, then a little special surprise because I was trying to fill the space and something easy we can do. We have another D-Hiver article. I feel like somebody might have sent this to me. I say I got to get better at putting notes when I had these things. But anyway, there's a new article. It's not a new article. It's from 2018, but it's an article that's new to me that I had never seen before. And it's a D-Hiver who writes about their experience with dining with diabetes, the tour, Darius Crooks tour. So we're gonna read that, have a little fun with that. For those of you who don't like the flying monkey reenactments and me being silly, you might want to tune out around that time. I pushed it a little further back in the show, so just warning you, might want to mute it. It's gonna be a little bit of antics tonight, theatrics. Me being what was it, immature? I forgot what the word they use. Anyway, then we might get to our Q&A. There's been some questions that I've seen. This was the other reason I was so mad, because part of what I was going to do today in the show is when I'm watching the replay, that helps me understand what people understand and questions people still have that I missed during the live chat. And I was screenshotting things this morning as I had edited and it was processing stuff to get the video back up. I was still able to watch it. Soon as it uploaded, it took the live chat away, and I think I was not even halfway through the show yet. Oh my God, I was like, oh, had I known, I would have waited to do that part. So I didn't get all the questions from last night. I only got maybe the first, 30 minutes of the show or something. But I'm gonna try to do that more often. Like when I watch the replays, screenshot some of the questions I see, and then we'll talk about them in the show. I'll answer them. So that's what I have over here too today. And then if you have any questions during this live stream, pose it as a question. But if you can put like a red exclamation point or red, the emoji question mark, the emoji exclamation point, so it like stands out to me, I'll try to get to those questions as well. And if I don't make it tonight with getting to them, I'll during the replay screenshot them to answer them at another date. Okay, so let's get into the show. We're gonna start with, and these I have to share. I don't know what's happening. This is why I need more time to be able to edit. Like I need days in between, like a break. Because for some reason, when I'm pulling these Darius Crooks videos in, they're not playing unless I have to screen share them, and the sound ain't that great. I hate the sound. So which one is the first? Oh, let's see. Oh, it's gonna be harder for me to tell. I got so many of these things up. Let me see. Oh, I can look over here and tell which one is which. Give me a second. Producing during the show. It's this one. And then, okay, so it's the one that looked like that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to screen share this. The damn thing moved on me. Okay. I'm going to screen share this. I think y'all will hear the sound. Yeah, y'all will hear the sound. And this is from this morning. Yeah, let's just watch it and I'll just react because I'm hitting the wrong area. Hold on.
Oh, lives. Oh, is that what they're saying? Girl.
So let me know if you can hear that or not. So this was this was basically almost 10 p.m. No, this would have been almost 11 p.m. his time in Bali, but it was like 10 a.m. our time. Well, 10 a.m. Central.
That's why you should not answer these questions.
Oh, and he was doing a Q&A. So these are always good. Oh, I was so mad that when I got the notification from the person who lets me know, I didn't notice it right away. And I'm like, God dog it, I missed these Q&As be good because this is where we really get her line and then we catch stuff and all that. Right. Explorers talking about some always eating. Right. Always.
Hi. You have to be low, child, answering these questions. You skip right over it. Girl, I read right through that.
And so he's saying that he is high. He is high on edibles in Bali where that's illegal.
Stop sign. Red. Lives. Yeah, I get paid to go live. What you mean? I do. That's what I was just saying, though. I was getting too comfortable with going live with just like the ad revenue. You see what I'm saying? Listen, I'm not gonna fool with y'all in these comments. I don't know what y'all got going on. I'm gonna cut these comments off and y'all keep earning. Girl, I sit up here and write my own comments and roll my own comments across the screen. Okay. LOL. Smiley face emoji. I think Latrice Allen said that while she was in Bahamas, she didn't get paid for her lives in Bahamas. She started making visits.
So Latrice, I know like 99% of y'all don't even watch this mess. So Latrice is another influencer, another I was about to say another chef influencer, but in order to make that statement correct, he would have to be a chef, and he's not. But it's a culinary influencer who was friends with Carmen or something, if I'm not mistaken. And somehow at some point I think she's the one too, where they did a live stream with her. I could be wrong. I think this is the same lady. It was her, Carmen, and Darius Crooks. This was like 2 years ago, maybe now. They did a sloppy live stream where it was just a mess. And they were supposed to be cooking all together. And it was like imagine the Three Kings or Three Queens Q&A. Same sloppiness. Because Darius Crooks be the author of that foolishness. Because he don't want to follow the rules. He don't want to prepare. He don't want to do nothing. He's lazy in that way. But he's used to being able to get on his lives. He got his little system. And he knows how to pander to his audience and dry bag and whatever. So he got a system that works for him. But when he brings other people in or tries to collaborate, he's not going to want to make things work for everyone. He could care less about that. So it was a mess. Long story short, he and Carmen stopped being friends. And then whatever happened with him and this lady, but he's basically been harassing, cyberbullying her through his audience. And so you know how the flying monkeys are. Anybody he don't. Now, when he's cool with them, they cool with them. Soon as he ain't cool with them because he did something to them, then they ain't cool with them. So that's how he rolled. That's how they roll. So they bring up her. They bring up Carmen. They bring up anybody that he doesn't like, who he used to be friends with. They'll bring up Jeremy and all of that just so he can be messy. And then they keep saying he don't mess with nobody.
Well, that's because they don't. Let me tell you what these people do. They don't have no pride. They stupid. That's the problem. They don't. Girl, your only source of income cannot be this goddamn live stream. Girl, they people report. There's been people like Muffin them. Somebody reported her live and got her monetization taken away for like a whole month. You know what I'm saying? Girl, your only source of income cannot be the live stream.
Right, I'm with you, Don. I love to see the Q&As because he's always getting smart with people. That's where you get to see her sassiness and overdrive. Like now, she's calling other influencers dumb because they got their because they get monetization from these platforms, just like she do. And just because somebody said that one of them got their monetization removed doesn't mean that that person doesn't have an additional source of income. We all know that as influencers, that you got to have multiple streams of income. You can't rely on these platforms like that. And he just uses it as an opportunity to drag, because they didn't say the woman was destitute. They said she lost her monetization for a month. That's because she dumb. See, let me tell you about them, because they dumb. Why does she get such joy out of tearing other people down? That's a lot of insecurity.
Okay, let me tell you what they do. They make money on you. You got to make money off them. See, Mark Zuckerberg, they're making that ad money, Doc, off your stuff going live. You got to learn how to flip the script and drop a discount code. You feel me? So not only am I making the ad revenue, but also the product sales as well. You feel me, Brett? So whereas you might make 20, 25,000 ad revenue, product sales for the same time period, same month, 150, 175. Now that's
I thought, what was his name? Corey talking about I know Darius Crooks making $1 million a month. Y'all don't know. I saw his numbers, blah, blah, blah. Darius Crooks just told you right here. He ain't nowhere near $1 million a month. He just told you. Y'all see how they be gaslighting. And Darius Crooks, he acts like he knew this secret and been doing this. Darius Crooks has been a social media influencer since let me do the math. I'm gonna play the rest of this. I'm gonna let y'all know.
25 is gas money. Put that in the car. Burn that up. Then 150. See, you put that to the side and earmark that for projects that earn you more money.
Now she's sitting here like she is a mastermind, like she's had it figured out all her life. Like everyone else is an idiot that because they haven't started their journey knowing what it took her. Because I just did the math, because I know when he is more than this, but I know when he started his YouTube channel. So I'm only going on that, even though he started trying to be an influencer with his Facebook page. And that was prior to the start of the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel was kind of officially pushing him out there. He started his career 15 years ago. When did he start selling products? 2 years ago, is it? 2 years ago. Now, we know he did the Dining with Darius Crooks and Dining with Diarrhea, Dining with Diabetes. We know he did that. But as far as what he's talking about having a product to market and making 100,000 something, a month or whatever he's claiming, and that's not like that every month for him. We know that for a fact. It is not like that every month for him. But it took him over a decade to get to the point of learning that, and changing his business model. But everybody else stupid. So was he stupid for a decade? Sound like he is stupid. Well, he's still stupid. Y'all know what I'm saying. It's like, what makes you so much better than everybody? You had your journey. Most of these people you talking about ain't been on their journey as long. I haven't. And look at this, Love Brianna talking about teach in his chat over here. Teach it. Oh, they irk me with the flying monkey behavior.
Wow.
S. Smith is saying, it seems like Crooks makes his money from monetization. He does. He's telling you that. He's told us, hold on, I want to lose my spot with where I left off. He's told us that, even, was it yesterday? I don't know. But yes, he's flat out said that he was in Bali and he brought his stuff and he's doing those lives so he can still be earning his money. Absolutely. He's telling them flat out, I do this for the clicks and views. They are so comfortable with it at this point that it don't even matter to them that he's literally telling them that he does this all for the money. They still ain't quite made the connection that he don't give a goddamn about them. Oh, you say Latrice is a comedian. Okay, thank you for who's CJ's comment here. CJ, is that CJ? Hey, CJ. Sometimes I got a couple CJs, so sometimes not until like way after the live, if I'm watching a replay, I'm like, wait, that was CJ I know. So forgive me, friend, if it seems like I'm just kind of be like, oh yeah, CJ. But anyway, so she's a comedian, not a chef. So was she at that cooking live, the sloppy mess of a one with him and Carmen? What is that, 2 years ago now? I don't know. Y'all, there's been so much that's happened with this foolishness. But thank you for that, CJ. I appreciate it.
All right. So yes, I'm still getting paid when I'm out of the country. Okay, hold on 1 second. Somebody say. Okay, you had just confused me. I thought the purpose of you opening a restaurant was to bring some food they don't have, which was some soul food. Where have I fallen off the wagon with ingredients? Oh, well, you were saying things like fusion at first. I think that was you, and that was confusing to me on the fusion part. But yes, I will be doing things that they don't currently have, soul food that they don't currently have. Yes, so you're absolutely 100% right. But in terms of fusion, like smothered chicken, nasi goreng don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to be careful with like trying to mix it. Unless I misread what you said, like I misread the other girl stuff. So I don't know. If I misread it, retype it, and I'm gonna reread it to get it the right way, I guess. Okay. Okay, hold on. Doing what you know now, would you change anything? Doing what you know, it's not doing, it's like giving what you know now, right? That's got to be what he's saying. Given what.
Thank you, Sock Snob friend, for your Cash App donation. I greatly appreciate it. And to anyone else, I'll be looking at those. And Mickey T, thank you so much, friend. Also, I greatly appreciate y'all.
You know now, would you change anything? Yes. Yes, I would change. I would develop the skill of not giving a fuck a lot sooner than I did. Yeah, I would develop the skill of not giving a fuck a lot sooner than I did. Because, you know, when you first start out, you want everybody to like you. I remember in that loft apartment, getting up, going to work every day with them socks on, taking a picture of my underwear that matched my socks sometimes.
When I heard that, I'm like, this dude was, he's talking, this would have been circa 2013, 2014 or so, maybe 2012 through 2014, one of those. He's saying that when he was still working in corporate America, I think living in New Jersey, he would get up and put on socks and matching underwear and take a picture and post it on social media. I ain't know nothing about all it, because remember, I wasn't talking to him through none of that time period. Why? What that's got to do with who does that? Unless you try to be an IG model, and IG didn't exist back then. Wait, did it? No, in that time frame, it would have existed, I think. Okay, anyway.
When I was just starting, I remember that like it was yesterday.
But you know, she does a lot of these antics to go viral. Like that's always her goal, to create chaos, controversy, because then it causes engagement, and engagement causes clicks and views, and the algorithm pushes you out to more people, because as people are just like, oh my God, what are you doing? Oh my God, that's disgusting. Or Darius, you know, you crazy, blah, 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 all of that. Whereas if he posted a picture of him maybe you know, dressed for work and like normal people would, he probably wouldn't get as much engagement. So instead, it's him with socks and drawers on. But he still does the same level of manipulation when it comes to social media today. It just looks different. And he has admitted that he knows how to manipulate social media. He does.
Everybody like me. Why you don't like me? I'm amazing. Then I realized people like you.
Listen to this bull. But also he's admitting that people ain't liked him for a very long time. So it ain't had nothing to do with him supposedly being a rich woman. It ain't got nothing to do with that, because people wasn't liking you before you had money, when you still broke.
I want everybody like me. Why you don't like me? I'm amazing. Then I realized people like you until you start doing better than them. And then your success becomes intimidating to them because it's a reflection of what they have failed to do in their own lives. Ultimately, it has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. But it don't matter how you slice it and dice it, the effects still feel the same. You know. Yeah, I would have. Yeah, because people are not genuinely happy for you. Yeah, when you're doing good, they're not genuinely happy for you. So, and you know, pardon.
And they in here, facts 100, lit, facts, true. What kind of miserable effing lives they living that's their reality? You got the wrong people around you. And if you feel that way about everybody, like we know that Darius Crooks is actually projecting. He's the person that was miserable, still is to this day, miserable, and projecting his hate and jealousy of people. To this day, he's still jealous of people. So in his mind, there is no way for you to celebrate someone who may have accomplished more than you, may be at a further point in life, or et cetera, because that's how miserable she is. She has the inability to celebrate anybody else. That's why I told y'all I can't wait for Saturday when he cooks, when Tommy cooks for him, because he can't truly celebrate anybody else. He has an inability to do that. He's a jealous-hearted person. He's not a good person. Who that star somebody said he's a sociopath. Who did I start just said that? Kimmy K said he's a sociopath. I keep telling y'all, I know y'all hesitant to use the word. By the time we done with this in a couple years, y'all gonna be like, oh, Vel, you was right the whole time. I ain't just come up with it. I looked this up. I researched. I was like, oh my God, everything matches. And I've, experienced being around him in real life. Michelle Philly, thank you so much, friend, for the super chat. Them eyes and fake teeth. Right. Laughing emojis, cracking up. Oh, and they love it. They like, your teeth is beautiful. Like, okay. You like it, I guess.
Giving for too is you also have to alter how you get your self-validation or validation. Because sometimes we put our validation into like external sources. Like it's in a space that we don't control. So it's like if I feel validated because you approve of what I've done or you like what I do and that validates me, then great. Right? I have to learn how to change that. Why am I letting what you like or dislike about what I have done validate how I feel? And that's a bigger one to swallow there. But all in all, you have to learn the psychology of people, and they're not happy for you. They're genuinely not happy for you. Especially when y'all on the same level and you have up-leveled your life
and you have become more of who you are, oh, they don't like that, dog. Mm-mm. No. And if you find a friend in life,
that's a miserable life, y'all. It's sad. Sometimes I listen to this stuff and watch him, and I'm like, wow, that's really sad that because I did know him when he was broke, through car repossessions, through multiple evictions, you know, all of it. I've seen him go through getting fired and laid off and all of that, because obviously we see why now. He's a horrible person. So I'm sure that's what was happening in the corporate environment. But seeing him go through that, and then seeing him what should appear to be like a happy life, wealth, popularity, all this stuff that should be, and like ideally you would say, oh wow, this is a great alternative to the life he had. However, she's just as miserable as she was when she was broke. Now he'll use the money, the popularity, etc., to be like, I'm better than even when you notice him supposedly enjoying his lifestyle, he can only enjoy it when he's looking down upon somebody else or talking about what somebody else, he's still comparing, is what I'm saying. It can't just be just a contentment within himself that, wow, I've accomplished this has happened, look at where I live, look at what I have. Well, not where he lived, because we saw that. That little rinky-dink gated parking lot community he in. But my point is, you know, by all appearances, it should appear that he should be content with that. But he's always looking externally to try to make someone else look down, and that's the only way he can feel good about, be down and less than him. That's the only way he can feel good about himself. It's sad. That's sad. That's also demonic. That ain't no God in that. God don't bless us so we can walk around to other people and say, well, I got this. I got multiple houses. I've been owning houses since I was in my 20s. I can live off my rental income alone. How you think I started YouTube? How you think I was able to quit my corporate job? Because that's how I got it. Because God got me favored. I ain't had to work for no man in 3 years. Blah, blah. Like, I can get on here and do that. But I would never do that. I'm doing it as a joke. It's true too. But I'm doing it as a joke to prove that we all could go there. But that's not godly and it's not necessary. And my contentment in myself is not based on, I got this, but you ain't. I want to help you get what I got. I had a consultation earlier today. Cess Talks. Cess Talk Sports. CESS. Been my mentee for over a year now. Got her channel already monetized. She was sitting there thanking me. It ain't like, oh, I got to be like, well, you ain't got no channel and you ain't figured this out. You stupid, but you ain't know this yet. Blah, blah, blah. Like, that's not how you do it. God bless me with the skill sets and the things that I've been blessed with, the knowledge, etc., for this platform to do the bit that I have done. And I'm already passing it on. Already passing it on. And that blesses my soul. Not this monster, this monstrosity, this burnt walrus. I was trying not to, but I couldn't. I had to let it go. I had to let it out.
That is not jealous of your success. Hold on to that forever, dear life. I cannot tell you the number of...
Oh, and I said Cess Talk Sports to tell y'all to go follow and subscribe.
Family members and friends that are actually jealous of my success. That's why I love Bali. Genuinely proud, genuinely happy, not an envious bone in either body for either person's success. So there you go. That's what I'll probably change. Where are you visiting next? Girl, the corners of my mind. I'm gonna go to sleep. Why Carmen Cole's not working for her? I don't know. Because I don't follow Carmen. To make it all simple, just explain how the menu is going to be. You know the products and ingredients better than we do. I know some dishes Tommy said y'all had to sell. Girls going to be greens and gravy menu.
Macaroni and cheese, collard greens, smothered pork chops, fried chicken. I got to find some fish.
You see how lazy she is? Girl, it's gonna be greens and gravy menu. Actually, before he had said, I know what I heard. The other day he was saying it was gonna be the soul crab menu. So I don't know. Greens and gravy menu. So you about to just redo that old salty ass ish? You such a magnificent, brilliant chef. Can't nobody do it like you. You can't come up with something new. You can't throw. You got to copy a menu of a restaurant that's defunct that had a bunch of horrible Yelp reviews. Okay. She lazy because it's all about making money. That's it. Thank to all y'all who's subscribing to Sessa's page. It's actually put it in the chat. So if you look at where my post is, it's in the chat. The link is in the chat. Right. E-Class is saying that's so played. Every time I see your name, I chuckle a little bit. E-Class is saying that's so played out. That old raggedy ass menu. And somebody said, that's why I had stopped it too. Somebody said Dr. Bobby, his friend Dr. Bobby, I think he's a surgeon if I'm not mistaken, but they said that Dr. Bobby is more successful than him. And I just looked into him like, a couple years ago, just trying to get a vibe because I'm like, is he a scammer too? He seemed like a normal dude. He seems balanced and everything. But Darius Crooks, again, he will attract himself to those sort of people. But Dr. Bobby don't need him. I think Dr. Bobby must placate to him. And he's like his therapist. That's what I gather. And that's why Dr. Bobby is still in his good graces. Because Dr. Bobby don't travel with him or nothing. You don't never hear about Dr. Bobby going nowhere with him. It don't seem like you hear about him hanging out with Dr. Bobby maybe once a year or something. It seems like they phone buddies, so it's got to be counseling sessions, free counseling sessions for crooks. Well, free ego boosting sessions for crooks.
Make that curries. I gotta make that. Girl, we can't be down here and I not make that curry. That curry catfish.
The other thing about Darius Crooks, because I was just thinking here, like, in order to be blessed, you must first be a blessing to others. Darius Crooks, as much as he claims to be a Christian, does not understand that concept. Because even at this level, when anyone ever asks him for advice or would you consider mentoring someone, blah, 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 this and that, I think he even says it in one of these clips I got here. He says, yeah, that's a good idea. I should do a master class, $25,000 a piece. Yeah, I could do something with $25,000 a piece. Why is there a monetary value, especially even that high? I get once you get to a certain place, it is hard because you'll get a lot of people requesting and all of that. So sometimes you got to add a little fee to it to see who's serious and all that. And I get that. But $25,000 is really because he's trying to push people away and not really gain people. Because he knows at the end of the day, in order to really show how he made it, he's going to have to reveal the scamming behind it. Because that's really how he got to where he's at. It's all based on scamming. A scampire.
It's going to be something else. It's going to be some other kind of crispy fish. I don't know if it's going to be cod or salmon. And it's got to go over some kind of coconut rice. Imagine this. Coconut, scallion, garlic, ginger, lemongrass, fragrant, beautiful, fluffy rice on the bottom. 2 fillets of something. I don't know. Salmon, I don't know. But 2 fillets, Cajun seasoning, soaked in buttermilk, dredged in cornmeal, deep fried, put on top. Then a ladle and a half of this sort of creamy, coconutty, slightly Jamaican curry-ish, more savory curry sauce over top of it. Then you gotta top that with like some sort of like mango pico or some shit like that.
Oh, I can't speed this up, can I? How?
What? It's like Powerball. Every time I say someone play, someone says again. Okay, anyway, that's gotta be on there. That's the point. So anyway, and then some of the stuff in the kitchen come back because it's too good. Like the best of both worlds. The baby shower, double egg is too good. You gotta have it. You know what I'm I'm saying? You have to. So anyway, that's what we do. You just made me slap on myself talking about the menu. Girl, my point exactly.
They be just done. You making me slobber myself talking about the menu. That old dried up sodium filled menu from 2014. Thank you so much, Tawana and Courtney, for the cash apps. I appreciate y'all greatly.
Welcome into my world. Do professional chefs that attend the culinary school receive more respect than non-traditional professional chefs, and if so, why? I could just say no. Move on to the next question, right? That's almost everything. Do professional chefs receive more respect than non-professional chefs? Now, I think the person who receives the most respect is the person who demands it. Yeah, I think the person who gets the most respect is the person who demands it. And however you go about demanding your level of respect is how you demand it.
He demands respect. Does he get it? What type of BS is that? Okay, some of this stuff does not require commentary. I'm moving on.
But if I can be honest with you, I don't want to be like that. I'm going to be respected. Make sense, Clinton? What is the most popular food item there? Girl, I don't know. I don't guess this man. I ain't even know what to eat. I've been cooking every day. You know, eating watermelon, so I don't be hungry. What's the use of going out? What do I do? Go to a restaurant and eat what? I'm gonna go to the restaurant and eat what?
What is he rubbing that watermelon juice on? The sheets? Because he ain't got no napkins or nothing. Just nasty and laying in the bed. That's how that lady, the lady from Verbo who we interviewed a couple months ago. That's why she showed us the bed with the poo-poo stains in it. Nasty ass.
A slice of bread and a bite of meat, you know. I think that'd be food.
True Blue Friend, you said y'all all here. Ain't nobody told me nothing. I'm late for no reason. Friend, you better be in that VIP text community that's scrolling across the bottom of the screen, the 312-847. I always get the last 4 digits mixed up, but it's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. You'll get a notification when we're going live. It'll text you on your phone. So that's telling me, friend, that you ain't subscribed to the VIP unless you ignore your text message. Yeah, the 312-847-2346 is where you'll get a text message when I'm about to go live. You get reminders and everything.
I'm going to, you know, but it's gonna be like I was a mistake. Plus, I gotta take y'all to the restaurant anyway. So I probably will. There's like a nice a proper like upscale Indonesian restaurant they told me that, you know, it's pretty decent. So I'll go there and take the camera with me. Go out there, eat these people food, child, record and put it on YouTube for y'all to go watch it.
Right, I didn't even think about this part. Coco Smooth is saying he waited until is that the nasty watermelon out of the refrigerator? So remember yesterday we got through the house tour, we got to see that there was watermelon in the fridge. He is now eating that watermelon that was not covered up. I hope she get all kind of bacterial pathogens and all kind of bubble guts.
But I really said you won't call me live last night while she was looking at messy. Big baby. Bro, I don't know. But if you think I was gonna call me live, then that's what you're gonna think. When you do all the food you cook, I eat it, walk away. I do a lot of it away. I have to give it to you like this. I explain this a lot too, because sometimes I don't really get this one. The food I cook is not food to eat. It's food for content. It's a product, something to play with. I know you think that just because you cook the food, you're supposed to eat it, save it, give it away, whatever the case may be. Think of it like Food Network. When they cook their food for them shows, their food won't be trash. Their food is sitting on the lights. Their food have been talked over, played with, half cooked 3 hours ago, sitting out on the counter. Okay, same thing with me, right? You buy the food, you play with the food, it's content. You look at it as the cost of doing business. You spend $150 on the food. You turn around and do a live stream, sell $10,000 worth of product. It sounds like a win-win to me.
every question reverts back to how much money he making. Every question. It's got to relate to money. Oh my God. The thing you talk about most is the thing you love the most. And the love of money, not money in and of itself, but the love of money is the root of all evil. And that's what we're watching here.
Well, let's see. That's the last question we got. The question is cute. Look at me. Look at me. I am changing. Come on, it's 1 minute sleep. As the day is long, Sonny on the kitchen said she take that food home, and she looked like it. That's why she looked the way she looked. Because she taking that food home. That's exactly why.
That was the part I was waiting for. I didn't know exactly where it was. Oh, I forgot I did do timestamps to remind myself. I just didn't know which. Yeah, that was my bad. But anyway, this is Darius Crooks. Again, like I told y'all, the flying monkeys keep the BS up. They love it. They love the drama. They waiting for his next, because it's been a little quiet since the Three Queens fiasco. They looking for some drama. And I'm like, I need to be taking some time break from right now, because we on the heels of another dramatic tsunami of drama with Darius Crooks. So I got to be ready from when it happened. I can't be tired out. But they bring up Sonny Anderson out of the blue.
That's exactly why.
Let me go back a little further.
Sonny on the kitchen said she took that food home, and she looked like it. That's why she looked the way she looked. Because she taking that food home. And she looked changing. Come on, say it's 1 minute sleep. As the day is long, Sonny on the kitchen said she take that food home, and she looked like it. That's why she looked the way she looked.
Now, this girl who had to have surgery so that she no longer qualified for my 600-pound life is now talking about Sonny Anderson, who does not require weight loss surgery. Why is it that this, again, she was so broke and destitute that now she talks about people who aren't rich? She was so fat, sloppy, and miserable that now she talks about people who have on a few extra pounds. What level of misery must you have to celebrate, to want to step on and talk about people who are in the position that you were already in? What is that? What is that? That's horrible. So, just so happens that Sonny Anderson had posted on her Twitter. I don't think it had nothing to do with him, but let me close out this poll. Do you think that Darius Crooks is taking Ozempic shots? 90% of you say yes, 10% of you say no. Now, I'm not very well versed. I've watched some documentaries and some YouTube videos here or there on it, just out of curiosity. So from what I gather, so I'm saying all that to say I'm no expert on it at all. But from what I gather, what it does is suppresses your appetite. And I keep seeing him eat like nobody's business. So it's making me say, well, maybe he's not on it, because he's constantly eating. He's constantly grazing, because he's a burnt walrus. He's a mammal. So he's constantly grazing like a cow. So, but I don't know. Can you be on old shots and still be grazing like that? And he does do the edibles. Somebody mentioned, let me do a couple of the start comments. But someone mentioned, I don't know if I'm gonna find it real quick. Let me just take care of these. Oh, this is the one I was looking for. He has to be some kind of dumb to go live talking about his illegal edibles in a foreign country. Right. So he's constantly shoving these edibles down his throat, getting on live, talking about he high. He does it in Bali. He lives in Texas. It's illegal in Texas. And he will talk about being high and everything. But then when someone says, what kind of edibles you use? He's like, I ain't say I got no edibles. I ain't said that, knowing he said it about 30 times in that live stream. He's like, I don't do edibles. They're illegal in Texas. It's ridiculous. So that's why I'm a little lost, because I thought that if he was on the Ozempic, then he wouldn't be able to graze that much. But again, the edibles, I don't know if that counterbalances or counteracts what the old shots would be doing. Next poll question is, did you know that the Food Network star Sonny Anderson has exposed Darius Crooks as a scammer? Did you know that? Now, I'm going to finish these comments, clear out the queue, and then we keep it moving. Jane Doe is saying, did anyone tag Vail, I guess, in Corey's part 2 Three Kings video? I'm going to say, well, have I been on Facebook today? I have not been on Facebook today. So I can't say 100%, but I did not know about this. So I will look into this. King Duh is saying the Bali expert that don't know that it's illegal there. He doesn't care. Darius Crooks doesn't follow rules. I don't know if some of y'all still catching up and still slowly not realizing, or starting to, I guess, slowly realize that Darius Crooks does not follow any rules. That is why he's thinking he can go over to Bali. And remember, when he started talking about the concept of building this house and this restaurant, first thing he said is, yeah, and he was telling me the illegal way. I was like, how do you do it the illegal way? And Tommy broke down the illegal way. And then the flying like, Master, don't do that. That's not a good idea. And he's like, shut up. I'm turning off the comments. I ain't done talking. Of course, I ain't going to do it the illegal way, knowing he lying. So Darius Crooks does not follow rules anywhere. Darius Crooks has done a lot of crimes. He's a slippery snake. Remember, this dude in the beginning of the video, we got the clip. He talks about how he was racketeering at Frank's Nursery and Craft in North Riverside, Illinois. He told you he was stealing about $100 a day. He said he got fired from it. What he didn't talk about is if he ever got arrested. The police had to be involved on some level. Did they ever press charges on that minor? That we don't know. He was a minor. Then he said that was the third time he got caught. That's different than saying the third time I did it. Catherine D says, I've noticed that lately he's been going live at the same time as Vail. I've seen a lot of people commenting that it's more of a coincidence on some levels. Now, I'm not saying he's never gone live to distract people from our lives. He has done that. But currently, it's based on the pattern of him trying to do these cooking lives. It's like, this is the prime time. We're doing this at a prime evening time. And so that's the time he's doing these live streams. And then he's in a different country and all of that. And so, but now he's going live. It's worse now. He's going live just as much in Bali as he was. He's doing lives that are like happening at 2 and 3 a.m. here. And it still be about 300 or so of them flying monkeys up in the chat. Craziness. Remember, he was going to collaborate with Bath boss lady Karina. Then he dragged her too. Yeah, I never really closely followed that story, but I knew that he was celebrating her when she first fell out with Carmen. And then I know that they were trying to collaborate on some level or something. Then he said she was slick and trying to get over him. But I think it was a very similar situation to Chantel's Justin Till. When Darius meets another scammer, he like, you're not gonna scam me. And then he runs because he's like, I'm meeting my match. I'm meeting somebody who's just as scammery as I am. I mean, we can get into that whole Karina conversation. I was going to talk about that back in the day, but I lost interest. I never really had enough interest to really learn it. It was really what it was. Catherine D says, from the looks of his IG page, his likes are getting low. Yeah, his likes have always, well, yes, I have noticed that. I'll say definitely you see a shift downward for someone who has, 600 and something thousand followers. For him to have likes that are in the teens and all of that, that seems very ridiculous. But again, remember, he has bots. He bought bots on Instagram to even get close to that number. His engagement is never high until he has drama, and it still is not quite the level that you would think it would be at, as far as if somebody had a 500,000 followers. You would think that it would be even bigger than what it is. It'd be the blogs that pick up his drama that push it out into the algorithm, the shade rooms and the neighborhood talks and stuff, because they love a good dragon story on Darius Crooks when it happens. Don't forget about, Sean is saying, don't forget about his other business selling adult toys used to get emails. No more. Phase that business, failed business again. Yes, Sean, we mentioned that. I want to say, I think I mentioned it the other day when I said crock pots and dildos. That's the business I'm referring to. But yes, he again, and that one he was like, I definitely have that recorded because I remember seeing him in the car talking about something. And yeah, I'm getting into the adult toy line. That's a multi-billion-dollar business. And I'm like, why shouldn't I just have a little piece of that pie? So we rolling it out. I got some stuff on the way. Then he creates that old nasty ass Facebook group with those old desperate D-haggers. And they in there talking about some, ooh, master, you looking sweaty. Master, what you working with? All of that. They loving it. And he's sitting there cleaning sex toys in his kitchen sink with his dishes. Sitting there going to the gym, taking selfies, looking all sweaty and nasty and greasy. They loving it. They eating it up. Is that group gone now though? Did he shut the group? Let me say, did you say? I wonder if he shut the group down. What was it called? Be a Snack. Be a Snack was the name of the line. And the Facebook group was called Be a Snack. Nasty ass. I mean, it's human. I mean, we grown here. But the fact that they doing that over a social media influencer who gay and ain't interested in them, and he creating, doing like writing what they call it, exotica in his post. I mean, he griffed them on every angle. He like, okay, I got them with the food. I'm gonna keep them stuffed with that. I got them trying to kick the food. I got them coming to dinner with me and fan club parties. Now I'm about to get them in the sheets, get in between them drawers. Just working at all angles. They trying to travel. He had to. We still haven't talked about I'm gonna have to pull that out soon. The D-Hive cruise, where he had the cruise where they went on a cruise and they got to hang out with Massa for a couple days and dance with him, and he hiding from him, pop in the event and run on out of there. So the Sonny Anderson story. So Sonny Anderson, we're not revisiting all of that tonight just because of the sake of my brain. But anyway, we know that Sonny Anderson was the reason that Darius Crooks even got put on to the public. Without Sonny Anderson, no one would know who Darius Scamisha Crooks is. Nobody would know her because she wouldn't have been able to gain the level of popularity she gained without being able to go on a national TV show. And the Food Network was huge back then, back in, what was that, 2012-ish, 2011, 2012. Huge. So he goes on her show. He ends up on a couple episodes. They recorded them all while he was there. I think they recorded 3 or 4 episodes while he was there. They aired at different times. Darius Crooks gained some popularity from that. What does he do with that popularity? He opens up fresh to go, fraudulent Ponzi scheme, online website that was based on a Peapod platform where you would order your groceries online. So you thought it's got pictures, it's got, quantities, all that stuff. You order it online and then supposedly it gets delivered to your door. Well, the problem was people was ordering online and the stuff wasn't getting delivered to their door. Now, there was a couple people, I mean, literally, when I say a couple, less than 5, who said that they actually got some groceries. The problem was none of the orders were right. The stuff was missing, all that stuff, but they were still charged. What I gather is that Darius Crooks, again, like a regular Ponzi scheme, some people got to get their stuff. Most of the people won't. So you always got some people being like, oh, the service was fine, you blah, blah, blah. So Darius Crooks, obviously, you know, he never intended to be able to keep up that. He didn't even have the infrastructure for that. He had the business address as LaCunta Lofts in, I'm forgetting the name of that area in Chicago, but it is a industrial district in Chicago. He is this big old huge warehouse building. I did a story on it. So if you're really interested in the deep dive on that, I did a story on this, I don't know, a year plus ago. I don't know. So a long time ago. Look at the Surviving Darius Crooks playlist and scroll through. Did I say, what did I say? La Quinta? Is it Laguna? Laguna Lofts? Laguna. It's been so long since I've been over there. Thank you. So it's this huge warehouse building that got converted around that time. It was getting converted. Like it, and like it's an event space now and all that. Like even my corporate job, we've had events there. So Darius Crooks uses that as his address, but he rents a little studio office there. But he needed, for when people Google the address to say where this place located, they see this big old massive warehouse looking building and they assume that it is where they assume, okay, this place is big enough to actually be a place where Fresh Go might be located, where they have a grocery store size warehouse to work with. Hold on, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up for y'all. We chilling today. No, it's Laguna Lofts. That's what I thought. It's Laguna Lofts. See if I can get a better picture of it though. I'll just share. Oh, I know how to do it. Screen share. This is the place where Darius Crooks claimed that his Fresh Go business was located. Here's a decent picture of it. Hopefully it'll be large enough. There we go. Perfect. This is the building. So when someone pulls up that address, this pops up and it's like, oh yeah, that looks big enough to be able to house a Fresh Go warehouse Peapod style place. When in all actuality, he had a little suite that probably was just those 2 windows, like where you see this section of 3 and 2 windows, a little section. So the people who owned it, I even have the text messages and stuff from that, said that Darius Crooks basically was skipping out on rent and stuff, and he was hiding. So the leasing office was looking for him. So what he would do was wait until after hours and sneak up in there and do whatever. But in there, it was just like a little studio room. And all he had was like a desk, a little IKEA lamp. And they said just like basically nothing. And he really didn't use it. It was just a front. So anyway, long story short, people start to realize it's a fraud. This is after it's hundreds of people, though. They start trying to figure out where is this Darius Crooks person, because he's got information out there. He's acting like he got a team. I forgot the people's names. We'll revisit that story. And people then start to reach out to Sonny Anderson because they like, okay, we can't get this scammer, but we know you had him on your show and maybe you can get in touch with him. And also questioning her, like, did you know he's a scammer and what do you have to do with this? So Sonny reaches out to him, calls Darius Crooks and says, hey, what's going on? Because she hadn't talked to him in a minute. What's going on? What's up with this? I'm hearing about this business you got. I got people contacting me saying that you're not, that they're not getting their orders and you're ignoring them and and this and that. Sonny Anderson says he hangs up on her and blocks her. And she never talks to Darius Crooks again. Ever. Not until Well, she still never has talked to him. Now, it's been through the internet, so to speak, but they've never talked since that. So fast forward, she did what she could, but she was like, you know, he was also a nobody at the time. But she then slowly sees that he's gaining some popularity. Next thing you know, fast forward, that was about 2011 going into 2012, all that went down. Fast forward to 2019, Darius Crooks gets in trouble with the state of Georgia for the above 701 credit repair scam. And he ends up owing, the state's attorney goes after him. He ends up doing a settlement. He ends up having to pay $145,000, $145,000 and something. He ends up having to pay that in restitution. They take his business licenses in the state of Georgia and say he's not allowed to operate businesses in Georgia, which is why he moved to Houston. And when he started talking about opening businesses again, never once mentioned Atlanta, a very popular place for Black people to open restaurants, and especially when you got the money to make all that stuff happen, supposedly. Why wouldn't you choose Atlanta? For one, he was living there already. For two, Atlanta is a hot spot. Never, it's like he ain't trying to do no more business in Atlanta. Why? Because you can't. Now he has his warehouse in Atlanta, because I know some people, you lying, see, Val, you lying again, Val, because he has his warehouse in Atlanta. So how you telling he can't have no business there, but he got that business there? That ain't no business. It's actually registered to oh my God, I'm forgetting the state. Delaware. That's a registered corporation in Delaware. A11. Also, he is just renting space in Atlanta. Well, it's not Atlanta proper. It's in one of those suburbs. He's renting a space. It's not required to have a business license to rent a commercial space. That's how he's able to get around that. That's how he's getting around that. So fast forward, Darius Crooks get in trouble with the state of Georgia. Sunny Anderson, she speaks out. She's on Twitter. She's like, I knew he was a scammer. This just like, see, he's still up to it. This just like that Fresco scam he did years ago, blah, 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 this and that. And I told people he was a scammer. Nobody was really listening. I couldn't da-da-da. I regret even putting him on. He did right. He could, all that he was gifted with, he's turned it into crap, blah, blah, blah. He's a scammer. So then Darius Crooks get mad because Sunny Anderson, this is a public figure. She got a reputation of people like, well, Sunny don't bother nobody. Sunny, you know, is a public figure that anybody look like they was signed with. You know, she ain't got no, she won't have no issues getting a brand deal somewhere. So people starting to listen like, Sunny? What about him, Sunny? So he then sends her a cease and desist from his attorney. She gets it. She gives it to her attorney. Her attorney responds and says, because they like, we're going to sue her. If she mentions him, she needs to retract what she's been saying about him, blah, blah, blah. Sonny's attorneys respond. And they say, well, in fact, she does not have to stop saying that he's a scammer because the state of Georgia stated that he's a scammer when they filed the judgment against him, and he settled and paid the $145,000 in restitution, and they snatched his business licenses in the state of Georgia and say he can't do business there. He couldn't do nothing about it, ain't been able to shut her up since. Sunny Anderson always, when you go to her Twitter, pinned to the top is articles about Darius Crooks being a scammer to this day. So he gets mad, Darius Crooks, Sassy Crooks, she get mad, and the only thing she could think to do was to cyberbully. So he creates a discount code. Now, this is around the time, what was he selling? He was selling his cookbooks. I don't think the pots and pans and stuff had come out yet, but he was selling whatever he was selling back then. He then created a discount code trying to make fun of her, saying bad wig and something else. And they loving it because he's telling this version of, yeah, see what happened with her is she jealous of me. Like, you know, he just that lie like everybody who was at your level, they're going to be jealous of you, blah, blah, blah. What would Sunny Anderson have to be jealous of you about? She's a household name. You're not. There's legitimacy around her brand. Nobody will even touch you. So anyway, he got away with that BS. The flying monkeys, they like, yes, master, get her, master. How dare she? She just jealous of you, even though she put you on her platform and nobody knew about you. And I wouldn't even know about you today if it wasn't for Sunny Anderson. And now you saying that she said you saying she was jealous of you because she was unhappy that you were successful on the show she invited you on. That makes sense, master. How that makes sense to them, I don't know. Craziness. So, said all that to say, that was a lot. Sunny Anderson posted, do I have a date? 3 days ago, Sunny Anderson posted this on Twitter, or tweeted on X. What do you say on X now? Because do we still say you tweeted on X? What do you call when you post on X? Or is it now posting? Goddamn, Elon Musk, what did he change the name for in the first place? I still say Twitter. I'm trying to. Anyway, so Sunny Anderson posted, beware of people that peddle in trauma. You know the ones, they always want to tell you a sad story to get sympathy and attention, self-diagnosing medical health, lying about personal struggles just to build a story. They are out there. They love a like for their pain. Love that. They love a like for their pain. Goes on in the second part of the thread. Someone that sits online 24/7 and trashes people in a career field they wish they were successful at, can't later on complain themselves, can't make it in the career field because people are now trashing them. What goes around comes around. You did this to yourself. Karma awaits. Let me close out this poll question first. Did you know Food Network star Sunny Anderson has exposed Darius Crooks' Legion as a scammer? 82% of you said yes. 18% of you say no. We're getting there, though. These numbers are going higher. I remember when I first started doing this story 2 years ago, it was like, less than 30-something% or 40-something% that actually knew. We're getting higher. Our work is happening over here. It's working. Next poll question. Do you think that Sunny was referring to Darius Crooks in this? Do you think he's a part of what she's talking about? Then the other part of this is, I never changed this for y'all over here. Somebody then responds and says, if I only knew who you were referring to. Sunny Anderson then responds and says, there are so many clueless people like this around. And then somebody responds, certain people online definitely think their character, certain people online definitely think they're the main character in their own head. Then Sunny says, it's odd. I would never want to work somewhere or be in a career field and publicly maligned the successful people in it. It's odd. And then I would never turn around as a troll and blame other trolls for why I'm not successful. Some people need self-awareness. That was time enough for y'all to vote. Do you think that Sunny was referring to Darius Crooks? 98% of y'all say yes. 2% of y'all say no. I believe she was referring to Darius Crooks and others. Like she said, some people. I actually think of 2 people who fit in that category that I know of. Darius Crooks being one of them. So keep on, Sunny. Keep up the fight. Appreciate your hard work out there. Keeping the word. Not letting this sassy stunt queen silence you after all these years and getting those old flying monkeys to believe that although you plucked him from obscurity, from the west side of Chicago, from seeing him on a blog page, literally just typing in pictures, She had faith in him and gave this black man a chance. Didn't realize she had invited the spawn of Satan in her world. But we can't stop being givers, though. Just gotta pray that God keeps the demons away. Poll question that just went out. Have you ever been to a Dining with Darius Crooks event? So what we have today is an article that came across my desk. I feel like somebody sent this to me. I really do. Somebody sent this to me. Wish I could remember. If you're in the chat, let me know. And don't be claiming if you ain't sent this to me. Don't do that. Don't be a Darius Crooks. Don't be claiming somebody else's work. We don't do that over here. But if you're the person who sent this to me, let me know. Or even in the comments, if you're not here right now, but you watch the replay. So what we're going to do is we're going to read this article. It is from one of Darius Crooks' followers. As I've said before, Darius Crooks has a wide variety as it pertains to his demographics of D-hags. Some are successful, well accomplished. They're public figures, they're doctors, they're attorneys, they're radio DJs we've seen. Some of them are writers, some of them are, just everything. You got housewives, you got people who ain't doing nothing with their life. You got the toxic trolls who literally, sit up in their house all day looking for drama. He got the whole gamut. But then you run into the ones like this. This one here is a writer, has a blog of some sort. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Hold on. It's going to take a minute for it. Oh, come on, computer. There we go. Hit the wrong thing. I'm going to screen share this article here. Good. That's a good size. This one comes from Moody Foodie. Title, I guess this is the name of the publication or whatever, the site. In the mood for ... Food, talk, and travel. Dining with Darius Crooks. So this D-Hiver says, so I finally got to experience dining with Darius Crooks. If you're not familiar with Darius, he's a food blogger, recipe creator and stiller, mostly stiller, plagiarizer, and cookbook author. You can check him out on Facebook at Darius Williams. This got to be old. Oh, yeah, that's 2018. At Darius Williams, Instagram at Darius Crooks. That's stupid. Why his names ain't aligning since he calling everybody else stupid. So he had to fix that at a certain point. Or on YouTube by clicking here. Anywho, I was supposed to go to an event of his in St. Louis last year, but since the St. Louisians buy everything but event tickets, yes, that's shade, he had to cancel. She sound like she doing a Darius Crooks. She blaming it on the whole city. Not the fact that this sassy bitch ain't got no event worth attending. She blaming it on the whole. So St. Louis ain't never really had no love for Darius Crooks is what I'm gathering. This was 2018. We fast forward to 2024. Y'all still dragging him. St. Louis. Then the D-Hagger goes on to say, correction. He canceled for health reasons, but y'all do not buy tickets for events in St. Louis. I'm standing on it. I had to do some digging. She says he canceled for health reasons. 2018 was before the pandemic. Another mental health break. We just caught something here. He canceled because of the fake mental health breakdown. So I thought it was 2016 that happened, but I'm wondering, was it 2016 and then again in 2018? Because it is a pattern of hers that I heard happen a couple times throughout them years. I don't know. Okay, y'all know I get sometimes processing in the show. I'm like, wait a minute. I got to put this in my timeline notes. He canceled St. Louis in 2018. No, this would have been 2017. Oh, that's the same time then. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting. The article was written in 2018, but she's referring to something that happened a year prior, which is 2017, which is closer to that 2016 range that I heard he canceled all those events and ended up owing Eventbrite $90,000 because he wasn't refunding those people money. So Eventbrite refunded their money. It's coming together, coming slowly. So I think this is the house that the event was held at. That must be Darius Crooks' old luggage, right? Yeah, because you see the right behind the garbage can is rental chairs stacked up on this dolly. This dude just threw his luggage in the grass. He's horrible. Probably a luggage he decided to throw away. All right, now she's in full. Because when I first started reading this, I thought it was going to be a drag of the event. But then I realized, no, this is a D-Hagger flying monkey behavior kind of thing. Hold on. So, again, viewer discretion advised. If you got a problem with my immaturity and theatrics, this ain't the segment for you. Hit pause, hit mute, go get a drink or something, make you a snack. It's going to be a minute. Here I am in New Orleans, home of some of the best food in the country, waiting to be wild. He prepared 7 courses, and when I was first started, I was pretty confident I could make it. Of course, 3.5, my confidence slowly withered. My parents ain't raised no quitter. So I persisted. All right. Hold on. I got to stop the flapping and scroll through. So we see some pictures here. See the rental table, the rental plates and stuff. Family style with a bunch of strangers with dirty hands and COVID germs. This was before COVID. We'll leave that there. We'll do it like this. We wouldn't get ahead. Imagine being with your family on the holidays. Everybody is sitting around eating, and you finally get to sit at the grown folks' table and eat on the good china. I had truly been delivered. Because she's from St. Louis, so she's using the Andrew Cardwell, delivered. Great music is playing. I'm talking about Luther, Anita, Switch, Earth, Wind, and Fire, and some Isley Brothers. Yes, all the jams. Anyway, let's get to the food. So this is how he love bombs them. Ain't nobody ever just been able to play no. I love me some music. Anybody on all our Patreon executive people, they know Vel B loves some music because every time we go live over there, I got some music playing. They know I love me some music. But what you ain't gonna be able to use my music to do is love bomb and scam me. Because guess what? I can play that stuff on my own. Like I do all the time. I don't need to go to your $300 diabetic fest to get my Anita Baker and my Luther Vandross and my Earth, Wind, and Fire and my Switch. Ridiculous. Oh, and it just always so impressed them. Ain't nothing fine dining about this because he got some rented china. I mean, you at a table with a bunch of strangers, everybody touching the same spoon. You know how disgusted I am? I'm such a germaphobe. Oh my God, I would not. Oh, I would be going through it. I would be getting the heebie-jeebies. Oh my God, everybody touching the spoon. I can't go back for seconds now. Nope. I don't even like buffets because of that. This is the Kool-Aid Sangria. Then remember, this is what he bringing to Bali. There were about 25 people, And we started with the red Kool-Aid sangria. I think people miss the word sangria because they were throwing it back. Then it kicked in. And they slowed down a bit. This is around the time that Darius suggested that we pace ourselves. So Master told us, pace yourselves, you flying idiots. Sucker rats. So then we get to the collard greens. Oh, I was about to say collard green and cornbread cake. This is the collard greens with the cornbread cake on the side because he realized that cornbread burnt. That's what I'm noticing is burnt. That's the cornbread. And the watermelon chow chow. I thought that was the Kool-Aid sangria. That's the watermelon chow. Oh my God, it's just floating in oil. Ooh, Jesus. Anyway, so that's the collard greens because he make that with everything. Collard greens and the cornbread on the side because he learned from watching how Bree did it for real. He was like, let me stop faking it. Let me separate these two like they supposed to be. Nope, let me not go too far. Flying monkey commentary. The first course was mixed greens with, you know what I noticed about this too? This article is from 2018. Darius Crooks served the same menu in 2023. For those of you who don't know, this same ish. All these years later, she ain't got nan bit of creativity. The first course was mixed greens and smoked turkey and watermelon chow chow. If you're not familiar with chow chow, it's pretty much relish. Chow. The watermelon chow chow is now mandatory with my greens. And that honey cornbread. So this is the flying monkey D-Hag with the cornbread and the collard greens with the oily watermelon chow chow. Why everything? Oh my God, this stuff's so unhealthy. Like all of it. What commentary? I almost lost my mind when he announced the second course. Seafood mac and cheese. Lord! Oh my God, you just ain't had nothing in your life. I didn't bring the lactate. Silently says a prayer. This D-Hag acting just like Darius Crooks. She even write like Darius. Wait a minute, is this Darius Crooks? It ain't Darius Crooks. But they just start to morph into him. That it was so creamy and cheesy with shrimp and crawfish. You can't tell it wasn't just some milk and cheese because his bechamel sauce was the perfect consistency and not too rich. Not as rich as my master. So this is the what'd she say? It was a shrimp and crawfish or something. What'd she say? Shrimp and crab or whatever it was. This is the mac and cheese. Everything looks so oily though. I don't know. Y'all could rate it. Y'all could be rating. I wasn't telling y'all that before. Y'all could rate it 1 through 5. What'd you give it? Oh, going too fast. More commentary. Darius must have a thing for collard greens. Well, we know that to be sure. You got to wonder about that. Darius must have a thing for collard greens, and I'm glad he does. The third course was smothered chicken over collard green risotto. Drops mic and walks off stage. Like, seriously, guys, it was fire. The chicken was seasoned and the gravy was on it wasn't too heavy. And while I'm not a huge risotto fan, his was divine because it's my master. He can do no wrong. So this is the what she said this was? chicken, smothered chicken over collard green risotto. Why everything got goddamn collard greens in it? But okay. That look oily too. Okay. Or just sitting there puddled. Ooh, geez, we got 7 of these, dude. I'm on number 4. The fourth course consisted of salmon with collard pesto. Wow, still the collards. Was he trying to get a deal with collard greens? He was trying to get an endorsement deal with collard greens. Like he was trying to do with Hennessy at the Three Queens tour. Crooks, you been working on a deal with trying to get a sponsorship with collard greens? That what this is about? The fourth course consisted of salmon with collard pesto, summer salad with lime dressing, topped with crispy leeks. Yes, there's a fillet of salmon somewhere under all that goodness. I have no words. If I had to choose one, it'd be mouth-watering. Now, this is that monstrosity that I've showed y'all pictures of. This look like mouth-watering. What the hell? It look like a science experiment from a 3-year-old. It look like when y'all know, some of y'all know I got a background in childcare. It look like something I would have put together and said, yeah, we're going to let the kids play like they cooking. So we're going to get them all these ingredients and we're going to have them design a snowman with it. And this is what one of the kids came up with. And you're like, good job, Johnny. Yeah, that look like a snowman. Where his eyes at? Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it. I mean, again, there's all like she strategically took that picture. And then the pan nasty. This ain't how you plate for nobody paying you no $300. But it's got oil like all around the edges of that. Anyway, so the salmon is actually under that pile of garbage. More commentary. One more sip of water. This flying monkey voice ain't gentle on the throat when I gotta keep doing it. Sure, some of y'all, that's good news for y'all. Like, oh, he can't do it all the time. Yeah, I can't. Course 5. This course right here, baby. Have you ever prayed for a sign and then boom, got it? Well, I know something epic was coming because Luther Vandross Here and Now started playing. I love me some Luther. See my blog, Wait for Love. Then it came shrimp and grits. And it was good. There were mascarpone grits with sauteed shrimp in a white wine sauce. Amazing. So let's look at this. Oh, this this is here the so you see at the top of this is what you see the I can enlarge this a little bit more, I think. There we go. Oh, that's too much. Let me see. Oh, no, I can read. That's good. So you can see here. What is that? Why it look like that? What is that? It's like a gelatin kind of stuff. And you can see the salmon look like a very poor, nasty quality. And then it was sticking to the pan because you see the skin of the salmon still on the pan where they scraped it. Ew. 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 Okay. So then she talking about this. This is shrimp and grits. This is the shrimp swimming in oil on top of grits. I mean, it is puddling. And she think because she put a little parsley flakes on something, she done plated something. And why she got the tails on it? She always complained about the shrimp having the heads on it and deveining and all that. Then she leave the tails on that. For $300, you better take them tails over there. I ain't trying to be playing with my food. I've been out to pull nothing off of nothing. Okay, more commentary. By the time the 6th course came, I was done. Like, really? He kept reminding us to pace ourselves, but even a sample of everything was a lot. Out came the braised beef short ribs over garlic potato puree. I literally ate one piece of beef and a spoonful of potatoes. They were equally as delicious as the previous dishes, but I had to save room for dessert. Here's the, what was that called again? This is the braised beef ribs over garlic puree. I remember when he got into beef ribs when he was like 20, 21. All of a sudden I was like, oh, you're making this a lot. So that's that. You can rate it if you want. Everything just looks oily to me, though. Is that just me? Is that just me? Here we go. Lastly was the dessert. It was salted caramel banana pudding. I was so excited and just knew it was going to be home-baked custard like my grandma used to make. While I was wrong, players mess up. It was still rather tasty and not overly sweet. So she thought she was about to get some homemade, and she got some box Jell-O pudding, is what she's saying. So here is the salted caramel banana pudding. Anybody recognize what's this again? Where's the salted caramel banana pudding? I'm still looking for it. Where is it? Because we've now moved on. Is that supposed to be it? That looked like some stuff at a construction site. That looked like when I've hung drywall in place and done some demolition, and then the debris from the ceiling and stuff might fall in my compound mix. Okay. Right. Bree Crutch, I think, just said he cooks lazy. Y'all got the chat moving. All right, let's wrap this up. Jesus, how much more writing she got? Overall, I really enjoyed my time with Darius Crooks. Now, anytime somebody say overall, they telling on themselves. Now, she done said all this raving stuff, and then she says, but overall, you don't say no overall, I had it. When you say overall, I had a good time, or overall this, that means in spite of all the ish that was wrong. Oh, they be gaslighting. Oh, they learn so well from their master. Overall, I really enjoyed my time with Darius Crooks. He took the time to speak with everyone and explain each dish in detail. It's called his little intermissions. He's been doing that. Okay, whatever. Communication and food allergies was taken care of beforehand. 2023, he like, you on your own. You allergic to shrimp. It's in the mac and cheese. You can dig it out. Everyone was friendly, and we even planned to book on the same night the next time he comes to New Orleans. There was so much food and drink to take home. Now I understand why he suggests you bring Tupperware. I wasn't prepared for leftovers, but next time I'm on it. Now, the truth is, if the food was that goddamn delightful and you got 25 people there wouldn't be much to take home. Another tale. While I'm not sure if he'll continue to do this, he has opened a restaurant in Atlanta called Greens and Gravy. And also, he has a new one on the way called Soul Crab. After this experience, I will gladly travel to taste whatever Darius is cooking up in the kitchen. He truly blessed my stomach. Again, I love when I run into these sort of things. When y'all send me stuff like this, the stuff I need, y'all. When y'all see stuff like this, send this to me. Don't send me nothing that's already on one of the exposed groups. I got that stuff. I'm a part of that. This kind of stuff. Because this is also pointing to what I just told y'all, that this dude, or was that yesterday, today, I don't know. But how he opens up multiple businesses at the same time. He don't give none of them time to grow, to cultivate. Nah. He was getting ready to open Soul Crab getting ready to open Greens and Gravy, or had just opened. She said has opened. So had just opened Greens and Gravy and was already working on Soul Crab. Craziness. Here she is, just in case. And I know some of y'all gonna say, oh, yep. Look just like what we thought. There is a look. There is a look for the D-hivers. There's certainly a look. See Darius Crooks, he calling people fat and all that. Look at her with her titties. Whole steel wool, SOS pad, Brillo pad, big old idiots. Rusty taco meat, big old idiots. So yeah, that's what we got. Let me see. Let me close this out. Have you ever been to a Dining with Darius Crooks event? 96% of you say no. 4% of you say yes. I'm interested in that 4% of you. Was it good? Was it as delightful as this person said? Poll question, I guess I'm just throwing out here for ish and giggles. It's kind of pointless at this point. Do you think that the writer of this article is or was a D-hiver at that time? Might still be. Oh, that's good. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find my way through y'all questions. If y'all did the exclamation point emojis or the question mark emojis, I will be able to notice them as I quickly scroll through the comment section, because those will be the ones I'll stop on. I ain't seeing none. So then I'm just going to jump on over here to the questions I already had from the other live chat. Yep, not seeing nothing. All right. There's another discussion that's being had. I'll dig deeper into this on another day, because right now I don't feel like going too deep. But there's been this controversy about Darius Crooks saying that he's bringing the first soul food restaurant ever to Bali. And people can't possibly believe that, because Darius Crooks lies about so much. And I'm aware of that. I'm with y'all 1,000,000%. I point out, every lie that I can, that I find. However, I think that sometimes when it comes to Darius Crooks, because he lies so much, that even when it is truthful, people expect it and think it's a lie. And so they look and try to make it be a lie when it may not be. So I have been getting messages about, because yesterday, I think it was, where I was like, oh, there's somebody pointed out to me that there's a soul food restaurant. And then when I looked, it was like, no, this is their soul. This is Bali soul, their soul food, not our soul food. So it's not American soul food. So then I got another message today from a different person. They sent a bunch of links. There's a bunch of places it was about maybe 5 or so places in Bali, in the Bali areas, that are soul food this or soul that. And they're like, see, it's a bunch of them still here, but they said, well, their food is not like ours, but it's still like soul food. And I was like, but that's not what he's talking about. He's talking about American style soul food. So yes, they may already use the word soul food. So that word won't be new to them, or the word soul won't be new to them. However, American style soul food, from what we see thus far, will be new to them. We haven't found a place that's doing it yet. My other thought, though, was that, is it that no one has ever tried it, or is it that it won't work over there? Because if they feel like soul food is that, and you get to coming over there with that, talking about this is the American stuff is soul food, It could be confusing to them. It could also be a total turnoff to them because it may seem like you're encroaching on their culture or whatever. We just don't know. He ain't took his time to try to learn the culture well enough to know any of that. He's just relying on what Tommy think he know. The other thing that I did look into, the same with barbecue places. So somebody sent me a bunch of links with barbecue places because that's the other restaurant. Again, he ain't even got the soul food restaurant open. He talking about opening up the barbecue restaurant and the cooking school and and the recycling company. You want to make the recycling company bigger or something. That girl. But somebody sent stuff about barbecue place. I didn't even go down the rabbit hole because I'm like, for one, this is not as important for what's happening right now. Now, if it was a flat out blatant lie, then that'd be different. But I'm not going to look at all these different menus to be comparing because what I see from the barbecue, yes, it looks like they have ribs and all that stuff, but it could be the way it's prepared. We're not able to taste it. You know, picture can only show you so much. It still doesn't look like necessarily American style. But even the place that Tommy was at, that bar he was at, where he was bartending, where he was being a mixologist, he was having like American style food. He was having a chicken sandwich. His friend was having a chicken sandwich. Looked like he said he had a burger. Looked like he had like truffle fries or something. So, you know, all of that. But again, it doesn't seem like it's a blatant lie unless y'all find something somewhere where people are actually serving American style soul food. I understand. He's a liar. She's a grifter. I get that. But we can't just start trying to make things be a lie if it's not really a lie just because she's a liar, a pathological liar. This is where the lines get blurred, and then all of a sudden it's like, see, they over there lying. They saying that you're not the only one, and da-da-da, because people will run with the narrative of, no, it's soul food places in Bali. He lied. Yeah, there's places named soul this, soul that, but they're not American soul food. So the other thing I looked into, though, was like, for some reason it occurred to me, I was like, would they even accept like foods from like African cultures, even African American or just African, you know, kind of this? Would they accept food from those cultures? There is a Jamaican food restaurant in Indonesia, in Bali. It's in Bali, and it's. Did I pull it up? Did I put that in here? Yeah, I think it is. Here it is. It's called Irie Vibes Cafe. Now, what I don't know is how good it is. I didn't dig real deep, but it was just a wonder, like me wondering out loud. And I said, let me just type Jamaican food in Bali just to get a feel for like what other cuisines would they have outside of, you know, that might come closer to us. It's a Jamaican food restaurant. I didn't look and see how long they've been open. I didn't look and see exactly what the menu looked like and all of that, but there is a Jamaican. Now, I did see some pictures and it was black folks in it. Black, like Jamaican folks in it at the restaurant. So there's that. But that's all I got for that right now. I'm open to whatever, but please, you know, do a little searching. Don't be just sending me Google links. I got enough to research over here. This was the poll from yesterday. I got a couple of things here with the Q&As and stuff. There was a poll yesterday that I had that I closed the show down and forgot to close the poll out. The poll was, do you think that Tommy has an uncovered shady background? Even after everything we went through yesterday, where Tommy appears from the surface, from social media, to be an upstanding gentleman, 77% of y'all say that y'all think that he still has a shady background. I don't know, the jury's still out with me. 23% of y'all is like, no, he good. I'm not saying either way. The jury's still out with me. I mean, I know what it looked like, but that I've lived long enough that ain't making me say, oh no, that's it. So here's a couple. Like I said, I was looking at the chat and grabbing what I could. Unfortunately, I didn't get as far. Well, that's fine. I got actually enough because I'm ready to close this show out. Brother need to rest. They'll need to rest. So one of the questions, this was from the watcher. I didn't have time to pull him in and make him be on the screen. That was what I was going to do at first. But the watcher said in yesterday's last night's live, Tommy is a bartender, cooking class instructor, and glass manufacturer. So yes, Tommy has all of those. Oh, well, I don't know about the bartender. I don't think the bartender's official, but it looked like he might have been one in his past life though. But cooking class instructor and glass manufacturer, yes. And supposedly let Darius Crooks sell it. He claims that Tommy has opened up all of these restaurants. And this is actually, I just remember Hannah Drake last night said, and Darius believes this is the person that is helping a lot of restaurants start up. It doesn't make sense. And that was a thought too. I was like, that's true. Like if he's helped all these successful restaurants open up, shouldn't he be successful himself now? I mean, if he's saying he's helped a ton of who helps a bunch of restaurants open and don't really have much to show for it and don't end up with their own restaurant at some point, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody became business partners with them because they're so great at opening restaurants, you know? Seems a little odd. Don Smart said on yesterday, he hasn't mentioned anything about Darius and the partnership on his page. So Don Smart found it odd that when you go to Tommy's page, he doesn't mention Darius Crooks. He doesn't mention this new venture. You don't see. That's very telling, Don. That's very telling. When I saw this yesterday, this morning when I was screenshotting y'all stuff, I was like, if this was like what Darius Crooks, if I had the stuff here, I do have it around. I ain't finna search around because I'm tired of y'all. But if this was the venture that Darius Crooks is claiming it's gonna be in this big, beautiful restaurant, and he's supposed to be part owner of it and all this stuff, look like he would be advertising that and look like he would also put up the renderings of it and stuff. Coming soon to Bali, coming here on this street. Very odd that his social media hasn't changed at all. Maybe when you don't want no record of it, that it ever existed, you wouldn't add it. S. Smith is saying, do they have children pertaining to Tommy and his wife? Tommy has stated that he has no children, and I have not seen any in like their social media either. So I think that's true. Don Smart says again, Shay J, I'm just saying in the live chat here. Hold on, let me jump over to here and now here. Shay J is saying, has Tommy advertised his other ventures? Yeah, yesterday we watched him. I think you were here yesterday, Shay J. Yesterday, remember, we watched him making the bottles stuff, making the glass, the bottles for his recycling company. And he also had posts asking people to donate bottles and stuff. So yes, yeah. Mm-hmm. The cooking school, I didn't go deep into that with the stuff I was showing y'all, but he has pictures of him teaching classes. They had guest cooks. Oh, I forgot to mention this yesterday. When I looked through the pictures, I'm like, I saw a post with him and a guest chef or whatever who came from maybe Australia or something. I can't remember. But and this guy was supposed to be, I think, a master chef or something. But anyway, I'm looking at all these posts about the cooking, and I never saw the black dude. Remember the black dude? The black dude from, what was it, Alabama, who taught him how to cook? And I'm like, well, you got here, man. I can see other chefs look like your black Alabama soul food chef might have been in your pictures. I ain't see him. They don't mean nothing. I mean, I don't take pictures with everybody who I've ever interacted with professionally. Most people I've interacted with professionally, I don't have pictures with either. So take that with a grain of salt. I'm just saying, though. Don was also saying, because I did see somebody yesterday saying that has anybody sent Tommy information about Darius, like watch out for him, et cetera, et cetera. And Don, she responded that she thinks that some people did send Tommy a DM, but she wasn't 100% sure. It don't matter. Y'all got to keep in mind that when it comes to Darius Crooks, he's become so used to this pattern that when he gets involved with someone, they're going to end up getting a lot of attention on them. People are going to look him up, blah, 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 this and that. he's also forewarning them and creating his narrative before y'all even get to him. So by the time your message come in the inbox, he's already forewarned them and said, oh, it's these crazy people who, y'all, we just watched them say, yeah, people just jealous of me. You know, people, when they not successful, when they ain't got money, when they ain't staying in no villa in Bali, they get jealous. And see, when people are jealous, they try to pull other people around me down too. Because see, they don't want you to be successful like me. So he done set the scene. He done set the plan. So when y'all in his chat, he a scammer, you got to watch out for him. He got this. Here's this article. He done already shut them up to shut you down. They not eat. They like, no, Darius perfect. No. He told me you're going to do this. They already on that mode. That's why I ain't never reached out to nobody. I'm like, oh, well, you're going to have to see it. Now, this stuff is out here, and they can feel free to watch it and all of that if they are curious enough to make sure. But I ain't going to nobody's in DMs telling them nothing about Darius. That's on you. Even if you're a foreigner, that's on you. You don't get no business deal with somebody you met 48 hours ago for 25 years. I think that's it. Let me see. Oh, here's one from Miss FedX. Says, does Crooks really have a warehouse? Yes. And these are the questions, not towards you, but Miss FedX. But I've seen people saying, Darius Crooks ain't got no warehouse, blah, blah, blah. Yes, he does. Stop saying that. Stop saying it, because it's not true. He does have a warehouse. I have been to the warehouse. I have pictures of the warehouse. I have videos of the warehouse. It does exist. Now, whether or not he's running it like a legitimate business, that's another conversation. But Darius Crooks does have a warehouse. There were also people saying he live in a warehouse. He live in a warehouse. And he took that and ran with it when he was on his IG lives every evening in a hotel bed when he was in between houses and stuff. So it's like, y'all got to stop just grabbing stuff and just running with it. And again, it's not towards Miss FedX. I'm addressing a topic that I've seen out there. So yes, he does have a warehouse. I forgot the name of the area now. But he does have a warehouse. He's had it for a few years now. And now the products are stacked to the rafters because he don't be moving products like that. Alice is saying Tommy isn't worried about Darius. Tommy is his karma. I'm hoping so, friend. I hope you speaking from a spiritual perspective. I'm hoping God done told you something. Tommy gonna have him crying and without money. He ain't gonna get all the money now. I can guarantee y'all that. Tommy ain't gonna get all the money. Darius he's a Capricorn and he's a cheap bastard. He can get him. I ain't gonna say he can't get him at all, but he ain't finna get all of Darius' money. That ain't gonna happen. That I know for a fact. Let me play these last two clips of the rants. I don't know exactly what had happened, who had happened, but I know she was ranting. It looked like it was something about she was having connection issues with Instagram or something, and somebody was saying, well, don't worry about that. And he like, how you gonna say don't worry about it? Some of these people not on blah, blah, blah. And that's all then I was getting ready for the Tim Norman live. I ain't had time to be listening to her. Poll question I'm closing out is, do you think the writer of this article was a beehiver? 93% of you say no. I mean, yes, rather. 7% of you say no. Everybody who has Darius's stuff, everybody's so creative. That's what y'all saying. Everybody's so creative. Okay, so let's screen share these. I don't think they're that long. Let me see. That one's 8 minutes. And this one's 2 minutes. Yeah, so good. Perfect. Then we're going to get on out of here. And we'll see what happens for tomorrow. Join the VIP text community. If you want to know if I'm going live or not tomorrow, I'm going to try. But if my body say Vail, slow your ass down, that's what I'm going to do. 312-847-2346 is the VIP text community. That's where I send alerts, letting you know when I'm uploading and producing new content, when we're going live, etc. It's a great way to stay connected. We're doing a screen share. I don't know which one was which. I have no idea. This is how I know. Hold on. That one was that time. Okay, here's the first one. So that's that. Okay. Here it is. Okay. Hope the volume is good. If not, let me know. I think I kept the volume the same, so we should be in the same condition we were in. And then we play from here. Is the volume not there?
Okay.
Oh, good.
Now, it like you want to one, reboot the phone. Look, it just goes to one. Y'all swear it be me, don't you? You swear it be me. Let me reboot the device. Hold on, y'all. I'm glad I'm only live on my Facebook friends and my page. Hold on. General, shut down, restart. Let's reboot the phone. The component. Let's reboot the phone and see if that makes a difference.
Is he drunk and high now? Some of y'all may have watched that. Was he drunk and high?
It's Facebook. Who knows, Charles? Always. With me, you never know. With my device luck and with the way things work for me, you know, sometimes things work and then
Mistress Mel says, yeah. Okay. Because it looked like he slurring his words a little bit and his eyes look glazy. Look like he high.
Sometimes they don't. And today I am going to test it. So I just rebooted to see if the rebooting is going to work. It might be. Oh, Facebook might be down. Oh, wait a minute. Facebook might be something might be going on with Facebook, right? Oh, maybe not. It just came back. Oh, I don't know. 40-something-year-old trying to figure out the internet.
Mistress Mel says he was drunk as a skunk. I was waiting for you, and he was on live drunk. Okay, I did see, and that's when I think I was pulling all this right before, and then it was like it kept stopping and stuff, so I didn't realize this was all it got. But this stuff should be on his YouTube and Facebook, so I get to see the whole shenanigan. Mrs. Mel says he almost fell over at one point. Oh, I definitely got it. I'm gonna have to. I hate watching these things, but I'm gonna have to watch that one. He almost fell over at one point.
Now it says unable to join network. Unable to join. Y'all swear it be me. Y'all swear it be me, girl. I can't even get on the Wi-Fi. It's the same Wi-Fi I've been using for the last 2 weeks. Now it says unable to join, and it keeps kicking this Facebook off. I understand you saying Facebook working. I get that. But Facebook keeps freezing over here. It's freezing on my page. I can't get on the internet on this page. What you want me to do? Okay?
I feel like it's building up too. Who said Jane Doe said this is going to be interesting because this is a blind reaction. I have no idea. Again, I just knew he was ranting, but I don't know what happened.
What you want me to do? I done got on this one. It says unable to join, even though every other device is on the same devices. It's the same shit every day. This device is rolling no problem. So let me see if I can get on Facebook on this device. I probably can't because I don't think I ever logged in on Facebook on this device. So I probably have to let y'all go so that let me know again. Well, I don't know if it let me log in. This is how it look. I know you're good on Instagram. I'm trying to get on Facebook. I understand what you're saying. So let me work this out. Maybe I've used all the data on Wi-Fi. That's why you over there and I'm over here. Let me figure this out and then I'll call you back. I understand that you're on Facebook on your other phone with no problem. I understand what you just said. I'm fully capable. 100% girl, degree, understand English, primary language. I fully understand that you're telling me that you are able to get on Facebook on your other device. I'm showing you something completely different. Okay. Oh wait, man. Maybe I can get on that. I don't know. Or maybe the Wi-Fi is out. I don't know. But this is what Facebook looks like when I log into Facebook. Oh no, I'm not getting mad at you. Oh, I have no reason to get upset with you about anything. I'm just showing you how Facebook looks. So let me figure this out on my side, and then if it works, I'll come back. If not, I'll come back tomorrow. I don't know. I'll let you know. Let me figure it out.
So that was Sassy Crooks. I ain't gonna. I'm the greed. I know what I'm talking about. You ain't me. I know this. I'm a professional. You a motherfucker just sitting there watching me. Blah blah blah. No, I'm not mad. No, I'm not mad about nothing. Like, girl, you just snapped off. What are you talking about? You just called her everything but a child of God. No, I ain't mad. I ain't mad. What you talking about? Just be gaslighting them. Supposed to be gaslighting them. Okay, last clip. This one 2 minutes, I think. Good. Yes, thank you, Jesus. 2.5 minutes. I think by now she can't hold her composure. Because y'all know she gaslighted at first, like, nah, I ain't mad. I'm cool. I got thick skin. Nothing y'all say or do get to me. Then next thing you know, you motherfuckers, I told you the goddamn mouth don't move. Get the fuck out of here. Bye, bitches. Make sure you pay for that 60% off. Bye, bitches. Still grifting that money, though. Okay, so we watch this last clip, then we're going to get on out of here.
Moment and think about if you were them, right? Think about if that were you and you were saying, well,
this the part I actually caught, like part of this, and I was like, oh, she going off. And I could tell what, and it was before they actually started recording. So someone on one of the platforms must have commented, don't worry about whatever platform, I guess Facebook, I guess that's what he's saying wasn't working. Don't worry about Facebook. We all can come over here to Instagram or whatever. So he now snapping off of them, telling them, everybody ain't got no goddamn Instagram, blah, blah, blah. How you gonna tell what about the other people? You don't know what the fuck you talking about. Like all that. Here it is.
Moment and think about if you were them, right? Think about if that were you and you were saying, but I want to watch you, Darius. I want to watch you cook, but I don't have Instagram. So for one moment, I want you on Instagram to stop being selfish, stop being greedy.
Stop being selfish, stop being greedy. She loves to project. Oh my gosh, she's always calling out other people for being exactly what she is. That it's just wow. It's just the look. And look at her pointing at them like she they father or mama. Like she they sassy mama. Oh my God, y'all. Let me just do it from the beginning. Oh my God. Ooh.
Moment and think about if you were them, right? Think about if that were you and
you would think these are children, even children. I don't talk to kids like this, but oh my, these grown people, y'all, these people with 401k plans, some of these people retired. Oh my God. Some of these people got kids and husbands and wives and oh my God.
Saying, but I want to watch you, Darius. I want to watch you cook, but I don't have Instagram. So for one moment, I want you on Instagram to stop being selfish, stop being greedy, give it a moment, and let's see if we can get the entire family on. That way.
The entire family. Y'all see the love bombing? Snapping off on them, but we a community, it's a family. Girl. He knows the social media gang, though. Oh, he plays it well.
Nobody misses what they don't want to miss. Do you know what I'm saying? So just take a moment. I know what you want, and I want to give it to you, but you got to stop being selfish, and you got to stop being greedy, and you got to stop not thinking about.
This killing me that he keeps saying selfish and greedy when she, oh my God, it's the delusion. It's the delusion for me.
Stop being greedy, and you got to stop not thinking about other people.
Y'all listen to this. Are y'all so it's blown away by it? It's like she clearly can't see herself. She clearly can't see herself.
You got to stop being greedy, and you got to stop not thinking about other people who may be affected. Okay? All right. Give me a moment. Let me figure it out. If I can figure it out, I'll come back. Okay?
Okay, that was the end of it. Ooh, is that worthy of going into one of our rants? Let me see. Is this a rant clip? Is this a rant worthy clip? I would tie them both together. I'll figure it out. I'll make it look right. Poll question. Last one. Then we're getting the hell out of here. Was that a rant worthy clip? Does that belong in the rant category? Do I file that away? Craziness. Wow. Well, tonight we have had a time. I pushed through. God is good. I made it. Because it took all I had. I knew I couldn't cancel. Y'all be waiting. Y'all be waiting. But tonight we talked about community update. That yesterday's live stream. If you are not aware, if you are one of those people who have to watch it later, you watch the replay. Unfortunately, if you're one of those people who love to read the live chat as I do when I watch the replay, not only my content, other people's content too, I do that. If you're one of those people, unfortunately, because of a copyright infraction I have from the Tupac song in Tommy's car video, I had to get that off the video. In order to do that, the live stream went away in order for me to edit. So unfortunately, the live chat from last night's video is now gone. Never to be seen again, unfortunately. And I didn't even get through it. Jesus. But moving forward, I'll be very careful. So that won't happen with this video. And moving forward, I'll try to make sure it never happens again. Then we watched a little bit, did a little reaction, watching of a blind reaction of Darius Crooks live from yesterday, today, I don't know, where he called himself once again dragging other influencers, dragging Black women. Sunny Anderson was included in that. I forgot the other lady name. Y'all corrected me. She's a comedian, not a cook, whatever her name is. And then Darius Crooks answered the question from one of his followers: is he on the Ozempic shot? He claims that he is not. Then we went through a quick little overview of the history with Sunny Anderson calling out and exposing Darius Crooks. Latrice, thank y'all. We talked about comedian Latrice and Darius Crooks dragging her and harassing her and cyberbullying her. I still don't know the origins of it. I guess I'm gonna have to educate myself. Maybe I'll cover them. I do plan on doing that story one day, but I got so much to learn. But anyway, we went through the history of Sunny Anderson exposing Darius Crooks as a scammer. Then we read and did a flying monkey reaction. So if you're into those, that'll be a segment for you. If you're not, skip over it. I'm gonna do timestamps on this tomorrow probably because I'm too tired now. But then we read the article from a beehiver that was dining with Darius Crooks, and she was loving it. So she gave her review. We saw pictures of the actual food. Those were some of the better pictures as far as the way they were taken and stuff that I've seen. They were clear. So those are some good pictures. If you've never seen that slop fest, that diabetic inducing food, those are some great pictures you can see if you watch that back on a replay. Then we talked about the controversy of Darius Crooks claiming that he is opening up the first ever soul food restaurant in Bali. There have been people in my DMs and the text community, etc., saying, no, Vail, look, here's a soul food restaurant here. And then when we look, there's Bali soul food. It's Balinesian food. People like, but it's still soul food. It's they soul food. And it's like, yeah, but he's bringing American soul food. So we're looking for American style soul food that is in Indonesia. That's the only way you can say that he is not going to be the first. Right. Akuma is saying burnt cornbread. We'll watch the burnt cornbread in the dining with diabetes, dining with diarrhea, food, dining experience. And then lastly, we wrapped it up with last two things. We did look Veeple Q&A from some of the chat messages I was able to grab from yesterday's live before it cut me off in the middle of me doing it. And then lastly, we did the blind reaction to Darius Crooks' recent rant that was only scant hours ago. So, and that brought our show to a close. So thank you to everyone who has been here. Please hit that like button if you haven't. If you already have, thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who has been so generous as to reach out and bless me in the Cash App and the Zales and everything else. Yeah, I think I got everybody from there. Greatly appreciate you. Please hit that like button on your way out. Please share this video. Definitely join the VIP text community, 312-847-2346 if you want to stay in touch with when I go live. Tomorrow's 50-50 in this moment because I'm exhausted, but I want to come live because I just want to go ahead and finish the week strong. So I'm leaning towards it, but if my body says something else, I think I'll be here. I'll be here tomorrow. I think I'm gonna be here tomorrow. Something's coming out tomorrow. Closing out this last poll: is this a rant-worthy clip? 78% of you say yes. 22% of you say no. I know I got some woozies, some doozies in there, but I think it can still go in for now. We'll see. But all right, I will see all of you most likely tomorrow. And so until then, make sure to take care and be blessed. Oh, and thank you to my moderators on the front end. I'm sorry, y'all. Everyone who's there. And all right, y'all have a good night. Peace.
With my eyes closed, it's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Boy, all that like Keenan. Still got crack, they fiendin'. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like Neiman. And I'm still tryna fight my demons. Cause we all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside, it's a war going on. Maybe put my hands on my head like the Macarena. They want you walking on board like chemo. Ain't give a F to you like John Cena. Putting blood on the brand new Beamer. Tryna earn 8 stripes like Adidas. You get cold when you ride with the heater. It'll turn you to a dog like a keto. And expose to a cat like a cheetah. They smoke my partner like reefer. Dímelo porque o no entiendo. Mi gente must really need Jesus. They shed real blood. I never seen the crypt and I believe it. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Y'all just talk, don't live it. And just took that route, that scenic. I'm so outspoken like Reason. Jimmy Neutron, boy, young G's. And I'm a self-made